Welcome, my family of diamonds. I want to introduce you to my new show. And remember, I have another show called Rise Up. But this is my new show. It's called Doing Life, and we're going to do life together. And on this videos, we're going to talk about life things, relationships, and serious relationships, how to improve ourselves, how to be better people. That's what we're going to talk about in this. And we're going to do a little um, history too. We're going to talk about um, the accomplishments that we have made as a people since slavery. And we're going to talk about a lot of other things. So stay tuned to this channel, and I hope you like it, and I hope you subscribe to it, and I hope you share it. So today, let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about self-government. And I was listening to old videos by Miles Monroe, Dr. Miles Monroe from 2014. And he talked about self-government. And I was like, wow, self-government. And he made a statement that if we learn how to control ourselves and adopt God's principles and live by his rules, then we wouldn't need all these government institutions telling us what to do and how to do, when to do. And we would be able to control ourselves. We'd be able to have a better world. But now we do know that everybody is not going to comply to that. Everybody not interested in controlling themselves. They're not interested in doing the right thing. So we're still going to need some kind of authority because everybody's not going to live right. Everybody's not going to do right. We just know that, right? But I'm going to go over some things, give us some things to think about. And so we can start improving and start being better people. Every day, we should be a little better than what we were today. Tomorrow, when we get up, we should not be in the same place. I mean, change is slow. It's a progress. So don't don't look to change overnight, but we should be just a little better. We should be on the road to improvement every day. Every day, just like next year, we shouldn't be the same people doing the same thing, acting the same way as we were doing this year. So, 2024 is coming soon, coming fast. This is August already, August of 2023. And we should get started today on a self-improvement plan. And let's be better. Let's be better. That world is in so much chaos, There's so much garbage going on in the world. And we're better than that. We're diamonds in the rough. Let's start knocking off some of this unwanted stuff and let's shine. Let's shine like this diamond on the string. Isn't it pretty? We all have that potential to shine and be better people. But we have to make a conscious decision to do it. It's not just going to happen naturally. We have to make a conscious decision to do it, and we have to be willing to do the hard work. A lot of people don't want to do that. So I'm gonna throw some points at you so you give you something to think about, so you can start your own plan and come up with some your own ways of how you can improve yourself and be better. Because it made me think about Michael Jackson's song, "Start with the Man in the Mirror." And that's us. That's be that man in the mirror. Let's start with the man in the mirror, and let's ask him to change his ways. So that's what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to change your ways. Okay? Okay. First of all, we ha- we have to learn how to control our mouths. We can't just go around here saying anything, doing anything, talking any way. Let any ungodly words come out of our mouth. We got to learn how to control our mouth. And one way of doing that is using the acronym for the word think. Think before you speak. Think. A lot of people have problems with that because they don't take time to think. They just open their mouth and just let whatever falls out. Okay. So let's go over the acronym for think. T. Is it true? Ask yourself, is what I'm about to say, is it true? Have I researched it and found out that it's true? Or is it just gossip and rumors that you heard? Is it true? H. Is it helpful? Ask yourself, is this helpful? Would this be helpful? What I'm about to say, would it help somebody? Would it help me? Would it improve the situation around me by saying this? Is it helpful? If your answer is no, then keep your mouth closed. I. Is it inspiring? Would it inspire people to do better and be better? Would it inspire me to do better and be better? If not, then don't say it. N. Is it necessary? Is what I'm about to say, is it really necessary? Do I really need to say this? Is it necessary? A lot of times what we have to say is not necessary. And K. Is it kind? And that's the big one. Is it kind? Is what I'm about to say, is it kind? Or is it hurtful and harmful? And if you don't have anything nice to say or kind to say, just keep it to yourself. I mean, don't go around crushing other people's world, messing with their peace, messing with their sanity, just because your sanity and peace is all in uproar. Don't bring other people down. Just keep your mouth closed. Don't waste your time saying anything that you shouldn't be saying. That's one way that you can improve yourself and improve the world around you if you just think before you speak. And why don't we adopt God's principles and his rules? Look at the 10 Commandments. It tells you how you're supposed to live. The 10 Commandments. They will tell you how you're supposed to live. Are you living according to the 10 Commandments? Do you steal? Do you lie? Do you covet your neighbor's property? Do you honor your mother and your father? Do you put God first? Do you put God first in your life? Ask yourself, do I do it? Am I murder? Do I practice murder? And Yahshua, the world calls him Jesus, he says, if you can kill people with your words. That's murder. When you kill people with your words and slander people and put them down and gossip about them, you're murdering that person. You're going to murder their character. That's just like you killed them. So do we do any of those things? And something else we can do. And I feel like if we follow God's command, we learn to think before we open our mouth and speak and say things that we shouldn't say. And stop doing the criminal activity and doing things that lead to damage and harm to others. 99.9% of our problems will go away. All of them won't, because we still have to live on this planet with other people. And we know other people, everybody's not going to adopt God's rules and God's principles. But 99.9% of our problems would be solved if we learn how to control ourselves. You might not think so, but let's talk about Paul. Paul was an apostle in the New Testament. We know that Paul wrote the majority of the New Testament. And when we think about Paul, we think, oh wow, he's the spiritual man. We can't live up to Paul. But before Paul was an apostle, his name was Saul, and he was a murderer. He went around murdering people. Yes, he did. He murdered Christians. He didn't like Christians, so he went around murdering Christians. Then he had an encounter with Yahshua, Jesus, on the road to Damascus. And after that experience, he turned the other way and started following the principles of God. And he wrote majority of the New Testament, but he still struggled. I'm not saying that your life going to be a bed of roses and nothing's going to go wrong and everything will go your way after you give your life over and stop doing these crazy things, because he struggled. Because you remember he was saying that, I think it was Philippians, I could be wrong, but read the Bible, you'll find out. He was saying that the things that he did not want to do, those are the things he found himself doing. And the things that he wanted to do, he didn't do them. So he struggled. It was a lifelong struggle for Paul. He didn't have it all together. So we're not going to have it all together, but we're supposed to be striving to be better people. And if we do our part, then the Most High, our Heavenly Father, will do his part. And let's learn how to be better husbands and better wives. Better husbands, learn to love your family. Put God first. Serve God and love your family. Protect your family. Provide for your family. Wives, submit to your husbands. Help your husband. Help your family. Help your children. Teach your children to be better people. Guide them. And let's be better neighbors. I mean, there's nothing worse than an evil neighbor, So let's not be an evil neighbor. Let's try to be a good neighbor and stay out of other people's business. A lot of you probably be sorry about that. Be a better friend and a better co-worker. Don't gossip about your friends or talk about your friends behind their back. And when you go to work, carry your load on the job. Do your part. Carry your load. Don't slip and slide and hide and take longer on your breaks and longer on your lunch break. Somebody got to pull up that slack. And what else can we do? Do not repay evil for evil. Oh, we know that's hard. That's hard when people come at you all crazy. That flesh tell you, curse them out, knock them out. You don't have to put up with that. You don't have to listen to that. Give them what they give you. But God tells us not to. He said, do not repay evil for evil. He said, vengeance is mine, I will repay. So instead of you coming back, want to fight and want to do, return evil for evil, don't. Be the bigger man. Be the bigger woman. And walk away. Oh, that's hard to do. I know it. That's something, we all got to deal with every day, because the Bible said we have to die to flesh every day. We got to die. We got to crucify that flesh every day, because that flesh is still alive in us. And it still want to do what it want to do. But we got to keep it under control, right? And let's talk about controlling the lust of the flesh. The flesh wants things. Everything it sees, it want it. I want this. I want that. And I said, okay, you see this nice car. You want this car? I gotta have this car. If I get this car, my life will be complete. I'll be happy then. You get the car and you drive it around for a while. Then the newness wear off. Oh man, I gotta have that over there. If I get that over there, I'll be happy. I'll be happy with that if I can just get it. And you get it. And when the newness wear off, oh man, if I could only have this. The flesh, the lust of the flesh and the eyes are never satisfied. Everything you see, you want it. It tells you, I gotta have this. I gotta have this. If we have this, we'd be okay. We'd be complete. That's not true. That's a lie. It's never satisfied. No matter what you get, it's never satisfied. It wants more and more and more. We all know that. We've lived that. If you're a grown up, you know that. You just had to have this. You just had to have that. And you wasn't happy with it after a while. Okay, it's just like on Christmas, the kid, oh, I gotta have a bicycle. You give them a bicycle and they ride it for a while, have fun with it. Next thing you know, the bicycle just thrown in the yard somewhere. They don't even put it up no more. They just drop it in the yard, let it rain on it, and get all dirty, and they don't care no more. Okay, now I have a plan that you can do. Before you do something, write you out a pro and con list. Write out, if I do this, what would the pros of it be? What would the cons be? And if the cons outweigh the pros, then it's not a good plan. And you ask yourself, will this make me a better person by doing this? And if you got more cons than pros, leave it alone. It's not for you. And last but not least, let's talk about sin, how sin have the ability to torment us. After we practice sin and we decide we don't want to do those things that we used to do anymore, we got to lay all that stuff aside. Guess what? Temptation is going to come. Temptation is going to come, and temptation will torment you for the rest of your life. It's going to torment you to make you go back to doing those ungodly, unthinkable things that you used to do. You know, when you were participating in them, you know, it felt good. And then all of a sudden you stopped, and temptation said, the flesh said, oh, we want some more of that. We got to have some more of that. And it tempts you. It's not God that's tempting you. It's your flesh. It's your old sinful nature. I can't talk today. Your old sinful nature that lives within you. It wants it. It wants it, just like a drug addict. Once they give up drugs, they have those cravings every now and then. They want some more. They just gotta have it. Gotta have it. It eats them up. It just, they gotta have it. And that's the way temptation is when you give up your ungodly and sinful activities. It still want it, and it's going to torment you. You got to fight that for the rest of your life. You got to fight it for the rest of your life. I know that sounds bad, but that's the way it is. It's not ever going to go away. And one thing about learning how to manage your life, learn how to manage your money, learn how to manage your family, learn how to manage your body, get it under subjection. Thing about God, if you don't learn whatever you don't manage, you'll lose it. Think about that. If you don't manage your money right, you're going to lose it. Don't manage your job, you're going to lose it. You don't manage your bills, you're You're gonna lose all your stuff. You're gonna lose your house, your car. I mean, you're gonna lose everything. And then, as some Christians, I see them, they praying and begging God for money. They want things. Lord, send me some money. Send me a car. Send me a house. Okay, the house you have now, the apartment or whatever you have now, do you take care of it? The car you have now, do you keep it clean? Do you have maintenance on it? And the clothes you have now, do you keep them in good shape? Wash them, iron them, clean them? God would, if you don't manage what you already have, God is not going to give you more. He's not going to give you more. If you can't take care of what you have now, why should he give you more? If he give you more, you're not going to be able to take care of that. I mean, think about that. Doesn't that make sense? And God is not going to drop money out of the sky for you. What God does, he give you ideas. So you can take those ideas and cultivate those ideas and make money with it. You open up a business or he gives you some kind of ideas on how to make money. He don't drop money out of the sky for you. And he gives you the health and the strength and the ability to take those ideas and opinions that he gives you so you can start your business or whatever it is, what kind of idea he gives you. That's how he gives you money. He gives you those ideas and you take that idea and you run with it and you make the money. He just gives you the ability and the strength to do that. So I thought that was very interesting. Go back and on YouTube and listen to some of Dr. Miles Monroe's teaching. Some of the things he's saying, hey, they right on time. And if we will learn how to adopt what he's saying, we can be better people. And God knows we all have room for improvement. All of us have room for we can all improve. Including me. I'm not perfect. There's room for me to improve too. And so I'm going to let you go. And I thank you for listening to me. And I hope I said something that you can add to your life or show you some things that you need to take away from your life, things that's not helping you, that's only hurting you. Because in the end, we're our own worst enemy. We are our own worst enemy. A lot of things that come upon us are self-inflicted. We cause those problems to come upon us. Think before you speak. Think. Use this brain up here and think and be better. Be better people. Okay, so like I said, if you like the things I'm saying, subscribe to this channel. Like what I'm saying and share it with other people. And leave a comment. Let me know if you want to hear more of this, you don't agree with this, or just leave me some comments. Let me know what's going on with you, okay? So until we meet again, bye.